Eastpool. Eastpool, Eastpool, Eastpool. Greensheaves. Greensheaves. Very nice place. What is that? Oh, it's more fallen stuff. So are these all things that have fallen from the sky? It's got little lights on top. Is it the Alligans? It's the Alligans, isn't it? It's always the Alligans.
Martha said the blight had spread even further south, pushing yet more monsters down with it. I dare say we'll be seeing a few along the way.
Then we shall have to keep our wits about us.
I am all about the wits, Jill. I am a super witty person. That's not the right move, is it? Because I've changed it. I thought an etherite had just appeared over my head then. Nope. Oh. I killed one. They killed the rest. This is the kind of ratio I like. I'm unsure. Nice. Yeah, maybe I do need to be upgrading my weapon constantly. Ooh, footpads. Let's use that. Ooh, they've got a they've got a footlocker. What's in the footlocker? More crafting materials. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yes.
You like that, don't
You can pet the dog. Trophy earned. Wonderful. It is over. There's something shiny over there. Is that a marker?
It's the same as the one back at the hideaway.
Oh, it's an redstone. An amethyst
Doesn't
stone.
seem to be working though.
Huh. Does it get marked on the map? It does. The Hand of Hyperion. I wonder whether I have to do the one back. Hello, what are you? Weaver. Nope. Hey! I dodged. Ow. I didn't dodge that, did I? Button mashing! There we go. That's a 4-hit combo. Ow.
Not this time.
That's the counter that we were after. Ow. Nice. I am not doing this magic burst thing right. Oh, shoot. Nice. Gambit counter finish. 22 experience and a dragon talent. Yeah, so those seem to be kind of stronger mobs. What's with the red lines around the edge? Or is that showing that I'm hurt?
Better already.
Yes, it is. Okay. I am... Ooh, there's a Minotaur over there. I am kind of tempted to put on the doggy bracelet. Bloodhawk Jess. That's not the menu. Bloodhawk Jess. That looked to be... Increases aerial combo damage by 8%. One thing that I've noticed is that there's got to be reliable ways of knocking an enemy up into the air. I haven't figured it out yet, but there has to be. Oh, was this the side questy guy? Was he there previously and I just ignored him, looked at the erect stone and then walked off? Because that's very me.
Over here.
Over here. Hello, Frederick Hunter.
Excuse me. I can use that blade of yours.
Well, you can't have it. It's mine.
Curse my luck. I'm branded. No time to haggle with whoever holds your leash.
Huh?
Wait. That's the slumbering chocobo you're wearing. You and the Marfers,
Do these things show on our...
She won't begrudge me the use of you then. Well, there's wolves about. We tried dealing with them ourselves. Laid out bait, think we might swoop in and slaughter the lot. I didn't expect the pack to be quite so bloody big.
I expect the blight drove them here. They must have fled their homes for greener pastures.
Well, we'd hoped empty bellies might make them easy prey, but it made them mean instead. Martha's no fool.
Just like
so she must see something in you. Do us a favour and get rid of them, will you?
Sure.
All right. I suppose those wolves pose a threat to everyone.
Hey, that's
Such
what
a
I'm
helpful
talking about.
soul is Clive.
I'd wager the greedy bastards are still over yonder, finishing off our bait.
Still over yonder. the
When you see
wide
them
variety of
after
accents
them,
to play
go
here
and
is great.
speak to my friend over the bridge. Bryce, his name is. He want to know if it's safe to come across.
Across.
Off you go then.
Prioritize quest. Gives us just enough time.
Look hungry, all right. Hungry and mean.
Stay down.
Nice.
It's over.
I am just mashing buttons. This is why I was never any good at Devil May Cry, incidentally.
Gotta find this Bryce and let him know the road's safe.
I was never any good at Devil May Cry because I'm too much of a button masher. It's weird. I can do Souls games. I can do Souls games combat because you have to be slow and deliberate because it doesn't let you button mash because you just die. We're not just dying here. Oh god, there's multiple Minotaurs. Oh.
No holding back.
Many Minotaurs. I just wanted the treasure, didn't I? No. Well, I'm bad, but I'm not that bad. You didn't see that. That was... I like the fact that they are impeded by the invisible walls. Oh, did I knock him out of that, or did I get hit regardless? That was me faffing around with Torgal's controls.
I'm sorry.
Oh shit, I've died. Game over. We start from the nearest obelisk. It's a phoenix feather, isn't it? That symbol. Ooh, that's
The bridge to Eastpool's mended,
a bit of a walk, isn't it?
I hear the levies are
Bit of a walk. Yeah, I am. I'm just not very good at the combats. But I don't want to. I don't particularly want to put on a load of accessories. Because, to be honest, it's not necessarily that I'm bad at the combat. Most of the time I'm doing the dodges and stuff. That's not a, a huge issue. I assume we can just run past these. Yes. Quite a longish leashing range. No, I'm not. It's not that I'm finding the combat hard, because I'm not. I'm just not very good at the techniques of it. It's all timing. I think what I need to do is recognise that there is a rhythm to the combats. And stop mashing. Because you get a lot of damage from these counters, so the time that you would. That was far too early.
not this time.
Because you get bonuses and stuff for the. Nice.
Garuda, lend me your strength.
That was a bit early, but you know. That's not got quite the range that I'd like it to have.
Not this time.
I actually didn't think I got that. Nice. Oh, it's the club? I thought something weird had happened to Torgal, and there was this giant rock thing attached to it. No, that's not the way it works. Right. Was there anything else over here to grab? That is clearly too wide for us to jump. Yes, the combat system has a rhythm to it. A rhythm that I have not acclimatized to. And I'm hoping that it doesn't make it a really bad experience to watch. Can I get over here? I can. Dry clamshells. And a chest upstairs. And a chest upstairs. A goblin coin. What do these things do? Because I didn't check items. Goblin coin. Valuable. Can be traded for gil. The flavor text is as flavorful as ever. You can tell the FF14 writing team worked on this. It is a bit of a pity about the screen space reflections, because they're just not as good as ray tracing. The Broken Hills. First destination nearby. I like that that comes up. Hello.
You, Bryce?
What's it to you, bearer?
Your friend asked me to get rid of the wolves, so I got rid of the wolves.
You'd have me believe a single bearer slew the entire pack.
There's two people with
And
us.
if you didn't, you wouldn't be on this side of the bridge.
We could have run past
Bugger
them.
me, you're a tough one, aren't you?
Well, yes, as it happens.
Oh, Frederick, you wily bastard. I'd never thought to pit beast against beast like that.
We're
Served
beasts.
us well, bearer. Be sure to pass.
She's right behind us. Quest complete. Beast against beast. Level up? Level up. Level 21. It's possible that levels will help me overcome my general ineptitude.
Look, the Windmills. That must be Eastpool.
Mm-hmm. Flower power. Basic enemies. We love them. But the gazelles do attack, don't they?
I remember coming here with Lord Murdoch when I was young. Rosaria seemed a very different place back then.
Mm-hmm. You there, Scarecrow. It's a black mage Scarecrow. I like that a lot. I assume because of the slightly more realistic nature of the set. Whoa, those are some steep steps. You know, we're not going to see the traditional black mages in this. The environment detail is very nicely done. I mean, if you take a look at the waterfall, it's a repeating texture coming over those rocks. You know, the specular highlighting on it. But it's really nicely done. It looks good. I think that's partly because they don't have a day-night cycle. I mean, it does move from day to night, but it does so at story moments rather than just dynamic. Oh. Eastpool, in the Imperial Province of Rosaria.
Quiet, isn't it?
Yes.
Too quiet.
You're Clive Rossfield. It's me, Hannah, Rodney Murdoch's wife.
Lady Hannah.
Oh, I knew it was you. You haven't changed at all.
Apart from the brand and...
Marquis and Jill too. It's so good to see you both again.
Oh.
It's good to see you too, Lady Hannah.
She doesn't look much older than Jill.
If you have time, you simply must come back to the house. I haven't much to offer, but what is mine is yours.
Because Rodney died, didn't he?
We should be delighted.
Just don't go telling everybody we're here. Maybe. Because that's not likely to incite an issue, is it?
And you have been wandering the world ever since. I can well understand fleeing from those iron blood brutes. But oh, to take to the road at such a tender age.
It wasn't easy, but we survived.
This is very awkward.
And now we're back. It's wonderful to see you safe and well, Lady Hannah.
Would that we could say the same about your husband who burnt in a fire. Awkward silences.
Do you think you will stay here, in Eastpool? Rosalith still enjoys the Mother Crystal's blessing, does it not? You could always move.
This house holds a lot of memories for me. So long as I can live here in peace, here I shall stay. Not that it matters. The capital is closed to civilians, by order of the Duchess.
The Duchess.
Or should I say, Her Imperial Majesty.
Clive's mom.
Annabella's marriage to the Emperor of Sambrec heralded a great many changes here.
Yes. Of course.
Oh, forgive me. I didn't mean to...
Please. There is nothing to forgive.
Yeah, his mom.
Would my mother not make an exception for you and your husband? Surely she would not refuse the Lord Commander.
You haven't heard, then. Rodney passed away on the night of the fire. He never returned from Phoenix Gate.
Another thing to weigh on his conscience.
I'm sorry.
Clive.
My poor child. You look pale. All this traveling must have taken its toll. I insist
Guilt.
you rest. We can talk later.
Yeah, the weight of all that guilt just washing over him again and again with each time he hears about a new death.
Sure you don't want to sleep inside?
I can't. Not after what I did.
Yeah, you had no control.
Lady Hannah said she would prepare a change of clothes for you in the morning. She really has been very kind.
Hmm.
Years of killing. 13 years. Without the faintest glimmer of hope.
I do like the fact that the dialogue isn't all delivered at the exact same volume.
It was only Joshua that kept me going. I swore that I would avenge his death. That I would kill his killer.
Fire and
That
ice.
was the only thing that gave my life any meaning.
And now
But
he
if it
thinks
was
it is
me
him.
who killed Joshua and Murdoch and all the others,
But technically speaking, didn't he die from
then
Phoenix's
why the
fire
hell am
thing?
I still breathing?
To make
I ask
amends.
myself the same. When I fought, hundreds died.
Yeah, we've seen the
There were
aftermath
so
of
many bodies,
Shiva.
so many lives cut short in their prime.
Shared
That
experience.
day in Demajen, I wanted to join them. I wanted it all to end.
It's the fact that we
I
didn't
couldn't
kill her.
bear it anymore. If living meant being that, better to be just another body.
I'm sorry.
They've not had great lives, considering, you know, the happy younglings they were.
Do you remember that night on the balcony? When we looked up at the moon?
Yep. I do. You cried a single
I
tear.
said a prayer to Metia, and that prayer was answered.
Oh. What did you pray for?
You came back to me. The heavens must have a plan for us.
Awkward tension.
We should get some rest.
Right.
Good night, Clive.
It's clear what Jill wants from this, just like it was clear when she was a kid. You know,
Sleep
she was
well.
smitten by him. And there's also, based on the, you know, the body language and stuff that we had of him as a kid, there was also very clearly some affection for her. The question is,
Thank you, Lady
is he
Hannah.
not reciprocating for some
Perhaps now
reason?
people will not flee at the sight of me.
You look just like Elwyn did when he was your age.
Change your clothes?
How did you come to have some of my father's old clothes?
Ooh.
Oh, before Elwyn became Archduke, our families would often summer together. He and Rodney were like brothers.
Yes, we don't
His
look like an
clothes have been in the
imperial anymore,
wardrobe
which is
for
nice.
years, collecting cobwebs along with everything
Yeah.
else.
Cobwebs.
Well, I'm very grateful for them. And sorry for depriving you of your memories.
Not at all. It's what your father would have wanted.
Yes. It's a nice outfit. Looks leathery.
Suit you well.
Very leathery.
Thank you.
Got a hood
Lady
as well,
Hannah.
and hoods are always useful.
Yes, thank you. You've been most kind.
No, I should thank you. It may only have been for a short while. But seeing you again took me back to happier times.
Oh,
Fare you well, my lord and lady.
And you, Lady Hannah.
I suppose they still get the titles, even though they don't technically have the kingdom anymore. Ooh, we got
If we
some
follow the road to the north,
stuff.
it should take us all the way to Phoenix Gate. Let's go.
Let's go. So I think that just equipped stuff for us, didn't it? So we've now got Invictus 165, one of a set of 7 swords said to have been forged in the flames of Mount Drustinus. Invictus has been passed down through generations for use by the Archduke's family. Metian Cross, Metian Bonds. So there really wasn't any actual need to buy things and level them up. Mind you, you could say that about a load of stuff, couldn't you? You know, you could say, well, there's not much point leveling anything up until you get to the end of the game. At which point, there's no
Anything
point at
take
all.
your fancy?
And then take your fancy.
See you then.
It'll take a while, I think, to save up enough for a lot of these orchestrion rolls. Am I going the right way? Yes. Through the gate.
You? Those are Elwyn's. By the flames. You're his firstborn. Clyde Rosfield.
You're mistaken.
Nah.
Oh, you can't fool me, my lord. You're the very image of your father. And that would be true even if you weren't wearing his clothes. The self-same garments Hannah was keeping for you, if I'm not mistaken. She always swore that she would never part with them until the day Elwyn's sons returned.
Well.
And now that day has come. Why, you'll be able to take your bearers back as well.
My bearers.
Huh. There are still people sworn to him. Well.
Forgive me, Master Mayor. I was a child when last I came to Eastpool. I didn't recognize you.
Oh, I'd be surprised if you recognized anything at all. Much has changed since Rosaria fell to the Empire. Not least for the bearers.
For the
who
bearers,
once
yes.
served her noble families.
I have a thought about the bearers.
When the Ironbloods sacked Rosalith 13
I shall wait
years
until
back,
this has been.
many who lost their masters fled here in search of sanctuary.
And never
13
returned.
years.
Aye. The plan was to send them home once we'd won back the capital. But then the Imperials arrived. Rosaria became a province of Sanbreque. The duchy was dissolved, and they no longer had any home to return to. Back in your father's day, any bearer who lost their master became a ward of the duchy. We'd hand them over to the sheriffs, and they'd be assigned a new position. But when we saw how the Empire treated their branded, we knew that wasn't
so they're all
an
stuck
option.
here. A village of bearers,
So they've been
essentially.
here ever since.
now
And we
you
know
want
what's
to give
happening
them
to the
me.
bearers.
They're yours by right, Lord Rosfield. Bequeathed you by your late father.
And you can't just
They'd be
free
better
them?
off serving you than hiding here. Indeed.
Because they've
Many
got
of
the
them used to
brand, so there's
serve
no
your
freedom
house,
for them. Nobody's
and
gonna...
still consider the Rosfields their masters.
I'm no one's master. Not anymore. They wouldn't be safe with me.
I understand. You'll forgive an old man his fanciful notions.
Well,
Been daydreaming
no, I mean, if you
for
could
too
come and
long.
take Rosalith
Still,
back...
I would ask a favor of you. A small mercy.
If it is within my power.
One of the bearers is an elderly fellow who still swears absolute loyalty to Archduke Elwyn. I don't ask that you take him into your service,
Release him.
only that you meet with him. Let him see that Elwyn's son still lives.
I guess
and
the
that
releasing
he's
of slaves
as
in
fine
this
a man
story
as his
just
father
isn't a
ever
thing.
was.
They're tools
my
to be
honor.
used.
Thank you, my lord. He sits by the well most days, watching the people go about their business. If you could show him your face, I would be most grateful.
As fine a man as my father.
You're not so very different, you know. Especially dressed like that. Come on, let's go and meet that bearer.
The ways... There's a couple of ways that... this is an incredibly early prediction. A couple of ways that I think maybe this story will go as regards to the bearer situation. Either the ability to... Because it's only bearers that have the ability to use magic. Or those blessed. That's my understanding. They can use the crystals. Either that power is going to disappear entirely and the bearers will become freed of that responsibility that way. Maybe the mother crystals will be shattered or something, I don't know. Or the opposite will be true and everybody will be able to use magic, and therefore there'll be no need for this servant caste, and the balance of power will have to shift that way. Obviously, the general parallel is that in our history, slavery was abolished and slaves were freed. The difference is that in our history, slaves didn't have special powers such as the bearers do. So they are by their very nature a commodity in a different way to you know what people were used for in our past. So I think the way the story will have to head, assuming it does. I mean, it might be that actually, I suppose the third possibility is that the status quo remains. Whether we find a cure for the petrification curse, I don't know. I suspect that is something just to do with the using of magic. It seems to affect everybody that is able to do that, which is not an uncommon trope in fantasy. I mean, I used it myself in my writing. You know, in my stories, you literally burn yourself up from the inside if you channel too much magic too fast into shorter space of time. What if the secondary protagonist in one of my stories actually dies a not particularly nice death, actually, protecting others as he was sworn to do. There's a lot all kind of threaded around this element, slavery-wise. And I find that quite an interesting topic. Where is this old man? I see no old man.
He's not here.
Well, I can't leave without meeting him. I've let the mayor down once already. It will be cruel to disappoint him again.
Kind. He's a kind man.
Let's ask around. Someone must have seen him.
I mean, we knew that Clive was kind because we saw him interact with bearers in the past. I wonder if it's one of the bearers that we saw in the past.
Well now, unfamiliar faces. What brings you to Eastpool, travellers?
We're looking for an elderly bearer. You wouldn't happen to have seen him, would you?
Ah, you mean the old boy who always waits by the well?
Yeah.
Yes, that's him.
What business do you have with him, if you don't mind me asking? You're not from the capital too, are you?
Two.
We are, in a way.
Well then, it's a pleasure to meet a fellow Rosalithian. I was born and raised down Market Street. And never would have left if Archduke Elwyn had survived the fire. It wasn't the same when the Duchess took over, though. All the beatings, the
She's gonna get her comeuppance. The Duchess, not this villager.
The blight took half the harvest. Oh, listen to me, telling you what you already know. I'm sorry. And I'm afraid I can't help you with your bearer either. Though I doubt he'll have gone far. He comes here every day, almost as if he's waiting for something.
Wonder what
We'll
that might
keep
be.
asking around then. Thank you.
A little bit more backstory as part of the quest. I assume we have to do this because it's a main story side quest.
Good day, my lady. What can I do for you?
Nice jacket.
I'm looking for a bearer, an elderly fellow who used to serve the Rosfields. Have you seen him?
Ah, that old loon. No sign of him today. Funny, he's usually down by the well at this hour, cooking up his fantasy feasts.
I'm sorry?
Oh, he worked in the kitchens at Rosalith Castle back in the day. Still thinks he's there now. You'd often hear the poor fool chatting away to the Archduke. Living in a dream he is.
Aren't we
Better
all?
there than here, I suppose. Can't imagine the Viceroy stopping to trade tales with a bearer. Can you?
No.
Anyway, you'll be round here somewhere.
I hope he's all
Hasn't
right.
passed astray too far.
Thank you. We'll keep looking.
Hey, hold on a mo. Young Patrick, the chocobo keeper, might know where he is. He's taken the old bird under his wing, so to speak.
When do we
He'll
get
be in the
ours?
stables.
Do we get one? I assume we get
Word
one.
with them.
Patrick the Chocobo Keeper. Thank you. We will.
Patrick.
Sorry, Jill. For making you do all this in my
He's
stead.
not making her.
It can't be helped if we're to keep up the pretense. Come on, let's head for the stables.
She sounds very resigned to it. Hello, Patrick. You don't seem to have any chocobos, Patrick. No, I'm not just missing them.
Where the bloody hell's he got to?
Excuse me, but is something the matter?
It's this bearer I've been minding. I take my eyes off him for 1 minute and he disappears.
Huh.
He's not in his usual spot by the well nor anywhere else in the village.
We've noticed.
You must be Patrick.
I am, but
And this bearer you're looking for, he's an elderly man who used to work in the Rosalith Castle kitchens, yes?
that's the fella. How do you know all this? I've never seen you in Eastpool before, but you seem to know the place better than I do myself.
We've been asking around. I'm fade to black.
Ah, so that's how it is.
Oh.
Well then, if you're acting under orders of the mayor, you're on about to help me find him.
Well, we were going
He's
to
been
anyway,
using
so.
what little sense he had left of late, saying the sheriffs are coming to collect him and that he needs to go back to the castle. I was supposed to watch over him, keep him out of trouble. But if he's walked out on us, there's
Is he
not a lot I
headed
can
up
do.
to the castle then?
Understood. You keep searching here, we'll look for him outside.
Thank you. I'm in your
I can
debt.
hear the birds. Are they supposed to be chocobos? Because there aren't any around.
I hope he hasn't wandered into trouble.
Let's
He will
just concentrate on finding him.
almost certainly have wandered into trouble. Is this a new way? No, this is back towards where we were. I see a shiny. Ah, yes.
Sign. Could he have strayed even further?
But we're going down the... Look at this environment. This environment is excellent. It's lush and it's full of detail. The texture work is great. What are these briar clamshells?
Look, there's someone over there.
It might be him. We should hurry.
He's not about to throw himself off a cliff, is he? Uh-oh.
Company.
Please!
We can't lead them to the old man. They need to die.
Agreed.
Pugel says, rah! Ow! Leave me alone, bee! Mud dauber. New enemies. Dead enemies. Yeah, you're mine as well. I love the fact that you can cleave them. Shing! Enemy slain. Spoils? Stuff? You can't actually skip this screen. So you have to wait for the animations to play out. Oh, straight into...
Are you all right, my friend? Come on. Let's go home.
Your Grace, you came for me. I waited for you so long, but you finally came.
I'm not who you think.
Clive.
Yes. Pray forgive my long delay.
It's nothing, Your Grace. I prayed to the founder.
Gotta play the part.
And at long last, he answered. Will we be returning to the castle then? There is still a place for me in the kitchens?
No, my friend. We will not be returning to the castle, not yet. I'm on a very important expedition. One which may take some time. Could you wait for me in Eastpool until my journey is complete? I will come back for you then. I promise.
Of course, Your Grace. For you, I would gladly wait until my dying day.
Ah, dear. And there are people who are...
Thank you.
How do I phrase this?
You've been most kind.
People who
The memory
work
of serving
for
the late
important
Archduke was as
people
one
do develop a
light in
huge
the
amount of
darkness.
loyalty.
And now that light burns a little more brightly. It's nothing but a fantasy, of course. But it's better than the truth of the matter. A damn sight better.
Still a nice
The blight
place.
is on our doorstep. Our harvest.
There's a lot of shimmering in the air.
In droves. If it weren't for Lady Hannah selling half her worldly goods to provide for the few of us who stayed behind, we would long since have starved. We want to keep the bearers safe here, we really do.
What is with the glistening?
Unless a miracle happens.
Because it's not there all the time, so it's not the PlayStation 5 dying.
To share between them soon enough.
Probably, I hope.
Is it really that bad?
So bad, I even petitioned the Imperial garrison to take them. But when they found out where they'd come from, they damn near spat in our faces. Ducal dogs.
And the thing is, this is going to require politics to solve.
I know a man named Sid, who would gladly give a home to any bearer in need of one. Leave this with me. As soon as I return from Phoenix Gate, I'll speak with him.
Thank you, my lord. Will you be passing through Eastpool on your way back? I should very much
no
like to
idea.
speak with you again, if you have the time, regarding the future of the village, and what might be done for Lady Hannah. After all she's done for us.
Yes, of course. I'll be back anon.
Fare you well,
Maybe.
my lord, my lady. I wish you a safe
I don't have any real kind of inkling of where this is leading us yet. Back in the day. Yeah, the red marked quests, the red marked side quests, I don't know whether they are mandatory or not. Dark Souls doors. The dim.
The Deadlands are aptly named.
I didn't realize they were this close.
Literally
No wonder
outside
they've
the
got so
doors.
The blight is leaching the ether from the soil. And when the last drop is drained, their fields will turn to this. No
Is that a
plants,
bird that just fell from the
no
sky?
animals, no life.
And no monsters. I suppose that's one small mercy.
Yeah, so it's killing everything by leaching the ether. Hello?
What's this? Another relic of the Fallen.
Not openable yet. It's just a single marker that we can leave. I was wondering whether it would let us mark important things, but I suppose if it was super important, like the Aretis stones, then it would mark them for us.
We won't be able to use any magic here.
Another thing to worry about. As if the absence of ether didn't cause enough problems.
Oh.
Take away the lad's life force, and problems are all that's left.
So we can't use any magic. Yeah, so it's greyed out. One assumes then that they will have scaled the combat encounters appropriately.
I can hardly imagine what this place used to look like before the Blight took it.
I remember. It was beautiful.
Yeah, everything's just desiccated. But it's a very kind of area situational because of how it's spreading. You know, this is back out into to normal space. I really like the font used for that notices. Ooh. A dim obelisk. The castle? The castle.
There it is. Phoenix Gate.
What's left of it?
Where it all went wrong.
Hard to revisit places that bring back memories of trauma.
Come on, Clive. It's time to discover the truth.
She's a good motivating influence, is Jill. I was going to take a screenshot, but yes. Explore the ruins of Phoenix Gates. We're 52 minutes into this recording. We've only just got to actually the main quest. And I'm going to keep on going. Partially because I want to see whether this capture thing is going to crap out on me. But also because I'm really intrigued as to what they're going to do at Phoenix Gate. They just like showing off that armor design, don't they, with those pans up. Phoenix Gate ruins. Can we go to the apodectomy? Was that the right word? Apodectomy? The ruins beneath.
It's almost as if time had stood still.
The problem with having the windows open, you can hear every damn motorbike that goes past.
No one had any cause to return here.
Surprised there's any wood left at all.
It's just as I left it.
Except for the vegetation.
Let's have a look around.
Even her being close to him has a steadying influence. Buried memories. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, why not click the like button and consider subscribing. Remember, you can ring the bell notification icon to get notified when new videos go live. And until next time, cheerio.